Okay guys, so for this dress I've got my fabric here. So this is for the top half of the dress, and so I've folded it into 4, although I'm gonna tell you why that is for now. So for the length of the top half, you want to measure from where you want your dress to sit on your chest. So that's gonna be, I'm guessing that's, so you want to just measure where you want the dress to sit on your chest, and then take that measurement to how long you want to be on your waist. Okay, so for mine, from my shoulder to chest would be around 8 inches. So I want it to start from that 8 inches point, and then to my waistline, which would then give me around 12 inches. Okay, so that's gonna be 12 inches, I would say. But because we're going to be folding the top by about 1.5 inches, and also be adding some hemming allowance, joining allowance, because you want to join the top to the skirt, you're going to need a little bit more measurement. So I'd say find your measurement where you want it to start on your chest, and then how long you want it to be on your waist, then add 3 inches allowance for the hemming and the joining, so that way you're on the safe side, you have enough. So here I'm gonna start from this end actually, and so because the fabric I'm using is not even, so I'm gonna cut off just a bit from the top here just to make it even. So I'm gonna be starting from around here. Okay, and then from there I'm going to mark 13 inches and then add a bit more for allowance. So that's what I have for the top. So I have more than enough here, and so I have so from this line I'm just gonna measure 1 inch, which is where I'm going to be hemming, I guess, because I'm going to be cutting off this section. And so from there, from my chest to my waist, it's going to be 13. Okay, and which would end somewhere here. And then from my joining allowance, I'm gonna add 2 inches just to be on the safe side, so I'll end up somewhere here. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna make it 14. 14 is enough. I don't want it to be any longer than that, so I'll make it 14 and I'll cut from there. So the width of your fabric, you need to measure the widest part of your body circumference divided by 4 and add additional 10 inches. That's what I've done for mine. So I'm gonna be using 20 here. So my calculation, so my hip is 40 divided by 4, 10, and then add 10. So that's the width of the fabric that I'm going to be using. And also I'm using just one piece for the front and the back, so that I only have a seam joining on one side and the other side is already joined. So I'm only going to be sewing the side for the top half only once. So and that way, so that's why now the entire length of this is now 40, because obviously it's double, one for the front and one for the back. I hope that makes sense. So and then before I go any further, I'm gonna notch the halfway point, because this is going to come in handy when you are sewing this to the skirt of the dress. But before that, I'm going to cut off the excess at the top here and also the excess at the bottom, so I know what I'm working with. Then I'll add my notches. right. And what I'm gonna do next is start drawing the lines for the shirring. They're gonna be about 1/2 inch apart, and so this will take some time to do, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've done the lines for the shirring, but I've also realized that the shirring thread will be on the bobbin, so which means I'll need to sew from the right side, because the thread from the bobbin is pulling from the bottom of the sewing machine, so I'm gonna be sewing from this side, and so the shirring will be on the inner side. So then that means I can't see the line. I guess I'm just going to use the guide on the sewing machine to do that. So what I'm going to do next is I've hemmed the top of the top, and I've left the bottom undone, because that's the part I'm going to be attaching to the skirt of the dress. And so before I proceed, I'm going to go ahead and match and notch my center point, so that way I know where to. It will help me when I come to attaching the, okay, and then I'm also going to find the quarter point. So that way, all right, so that's fine. So I've notched at the center, and I've also notched at the quarter point, so that's fine. And then next is I'm going to wind the bobbin I'm going to be using for the sewing. So I'm going to be using my elastic thread for this, which is this. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using, and so I need to wind that onto the bobbin before I carry on sewing. Okay, so I'm done with the shirring. So this is it. So this is the top, and so this is the 2 layers for the skirt part. So I have 2 lengths, okay, but they're gonna be joined. So this one is, this bottom layer is longer than the top layer. So the bottom layer is 20 and the top layer is 10. I already hemmed it here, so this is how it's going to sit on there. And so at this end, I'm going to be sewing this end. So this end is where I'm going to sew my gathering stitches. So this end here is going to be where I'll have my gathering stitches to do the gather. And so the length of these two are 120. So I'm going to gather them to the size of this and attach it to the top half. And so that's what I'm going to do next. So this is going to get hemmed eventually, so it will reduce by maybe 2 inches, and so it will be just 2 layers. Okay, so but I'm worried that it might be a little bit heavy, and if that happens, so if you want to sew yours and not use such a heavy fabric, because this fabric is quite heavy, you can use a lining fabric for the hidden part. So this part here where it's not going to be showing, you can use a softer, lighter fabric. But because I don't have any fabric big enough, that's why I've done it this way and used the same denim. But if you have a lighter fabric, do that. But because I don't have a lighter fabric, so I'm going to be using this. So I'm gonna see if it becomes too heavy, I might reduce the width of it, but for now I'm gonna try this and see what it feels like. Okay, so this is the skirt, and I've done all the gathering. Okay, so this is now going to get attached to the main piece, and I'm going to start over here. So basically what you want to do is just attach this. So this is gonna be right side to right side, and pretty much like so. Okay, and then just pin that in place, and then just sew it together. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing next. And then once I finish doing that, then I will join the sides together. So you can see here, this is what I have. And then yeah, so and then I'll just make sure that I match the center to the center of this, which is, so the center notch is here, and make sure that I match, so the center notch is here, and make sure that I match that to the halfway point of the ruffle. Okay, and then so as you're sewing along, you need to stretch this because this is already gathered, so you need to stretch this to make sure that it matches. So the halfway of this one is measured at 24, and then 24. Okay, so and then so the size of this is 24 to match the size of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and attach this, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like after joining the skirt to the top, and it looks really nice. So what I'm going to do next is sew the sides together, and then so once I finish sewing the sides together, I'm going to hem it. Once I finish hemming it, then I need to attach the straps to it, and that's pretty much the dress. So a lot of it is just, so what's left is just for me to sew the sides. I'm gonna pin the sides like so. So make sure you sew down the inside layer as well on the sides, otherwise. So I'm just going to do that again and make sure that I pin the inside layer. Okay, so the two inside layers, right, so that you have 4 layers that you're going to be sewing together over here. Alright, so just finish off, sew the sides, sew the inner layers as well, okay, and then finish that. So once you finish that, I'm gonna do the hemming, and once I finish that, I'll come back and attach the strap for the outer neck. Okay, so this is the dress. This is what it looks like, and so I have done one strap, and I'm going to do the other ones, and I'll tell you exactly what I did for the first one, and so you can do your strap as well. So for the measurement, so the width of the strap I'm using is just a little bit less than 2 inches, and then this length is pretty much 27 inches for the length. So I decided to, so for the front I did it at the top bit, and then I left the back hanging this way. So I've already joined it to the top of the back, but I left the piece hanging. So to get the length of the strap, so for me, the chest where I want this to sit, and also the shoulder, so for my measurement is 7 inches. Okay, So if you want yours to sit a little bit lower on your chest, you can use 8 inches. Okay, so really it's up to you how you want your strap to be, but mine is 8 inches. And so again, I'll do the same thing for this one. I'm gonna sew it right here, and then when I want to do the back, I'll just leave it hanging. I'll do the 8 inches measurement first. No, 7. I'll do the 7. I point where the 7 is, unfold. So, and then I'll sew it on at the top of the back so that the top of the back is covered. Okay, and then so this will be left hanging. All right, so that's the idea for this. So you may want to go ahead and do the same, or you can do something different for yours. It is entirely up to you. So and so this is what the back will look like after I am done. So it will pretty much be hanging like this. I think I need to flip this one this way so that the style is the same. So I will be flipping this way. So, and that's pretty much it, guys. So just go ahead and finish off your dress, and that's the tutorial, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do make sure that you subscribe, and please do share with your friends and family so that my channel can be discovered by new people as well. So thank you, and I hope to see you on my next tutorial.